Welcome everyone to FurtheMore Yoga 2025. I'm so excited to see you all here. I am Riftwing Designs, he, him, they, them, doesn't matter to me. I am joined by some lovely guests and we'll be doing a furry yoga together, and behind the camera is a whole bunch of other folks we're so happy to see here. So our first guest, your name? This is the puppy, Layla. She's here joining us today, and we have
Asami.
Asami, she, her, and
Coda, he, him.
Coda, he, him. So welcome to our fursuit guests. I always like to ask who has never done yoga before. Who is the first time here? One in the back. Okay, so first of all, congratulations, welcome. This is an all levels class. And who has done fursuit yoga with either myself or the furry yoga group? Yeah, welcome back. Oh my gosh, quite a few of you. It's great to see you here. So we're gonna do an all levels class together. The rules in yoga are, don't do anything that feels bad. Take a break if you need it. And as long as it doesn't hurt, you're gonna be fine. So all we need to do is listen to our bodies throughout. This is gonna be about a 40-minute class. So we'll be taking our time going through all of some yoga poses together. So to get started, we're actually going to sit down. So if you've got tails, just be mindful. You can sit on your knees. This is called hero's pose, or you can sit crisscross applesauce, whatever is best for your body. Woo, or your fursuit. This is definitely with my paws. I'm going to be sitting like this. You can also have your paws out as well. So, or side to side, whatever's comfortable for you. To start yoga, we like to begin with grounding. So if you like to do the little Om fingers, you can do that. Sit up nice and tall. Imagine that there's a string pulling your body up. Nice posture here. And we'll begin with a deep inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. I'm going to start with shoulder rolls. So roll in one direction. I like to say four corners, so making it really big. Back, forward. Let those shoulders roll. And now go the other way. In yoga, we go in both directions. Back and forth, right and left, yin and yang, to find balance. Okay, how about some neck rolls now? Chin to chest, rock back and forth, each time getting bigger. Maybe you do forward neck rolls if it's available and not painful. Make sure you go both ways. And then come back to center. If at any time you're like, ooh, this stretch feels really good and I don't want to stop, please don't stop. You actually don't have to listen to me. Yoga is a choose your own adventure where you get to choose what you want to do and what feels right for you. And if you have any questions, feel free to like wave or say, hey, Rift, because there are, for bodies, fursuits, people, there are some things that you're like, ooh, this might not work. And some of you are wearing jeans too, which are a little less accessible. So, all right, next we're going to take our hands and we might stagger a little bit because we're going to sweep our arms up and then sweep them down. One more time, up and down. I just like to show off my wings, honestly. Up. This time we're going to go towards the right. And if you're in the front, I'm going the other direction, just a mirror. But you go whichever way you want. And as long as we do both sides, we'll be fine. Keep the shoulders open. Don't collapse here. Open. All right, inhale, up, other side. And if it feels good to go all the way down, you can go all the way down. If it feels good to stay up higher, that's fine too. Inhale, up, this time twisting. Twisting from the torso, neck can follow, but it's not as important for the neck here. We're looking for a spinal twist. Breathe, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. One more breath. Very important to follow the breath. It helps with calming. Inhale, up, other side. Another thing that can happen in yoga is it may release stress, tension, or feelings. So if at any point you feel anxious or overwhelmed, feel free to take a break, Step out, there's water outside the room. Inhale up and exhale back down. We're going to interlace our fingers. Nice wrist stretch here. Y'all need this. Inhale up. Exhale down. Keeping our fingers together, one elbow goes up, the other follows. We're doing like a wiggle, a worm with our shoulders, hands, and wrists. You can go as high up as you want or as low as you need. Try to let the wrists really flow, really bending the wrists as you transition. Oh yeah, I see some giggles. This is also about coordination. No worries if you're a little less coordinated than someone else, because this is your practice. All right, other way. Other elbow goes up and then the other one follows. Well, you're like, what? Which one went up? I'm already lost. Yoga's crazy. I like to have fun in my yoga classes. It is just my style. Some people make it really serious or really fast. I tend to do more fun and slow yoga classes. All right, shake it out. Any motorcyclists, bikers? Let's rev those engines really quick. Do it like slowly and tighten so you can feel that tension. Yeah. All right, and shake it out. All right, if you don't have your footsies or your foot paws out already, let's put them out and do some ankle rolls. Free form, both directions. You might notice like I'm leaning back on my wrists now. That's totally fine, but if you ever put too much pressure on your wrists, just remember to undo it. I see some of you in chairs. Welcome. Chair yoga is totally cool too. I want to see those ankles rolling. Let's go. I do have a chair yoga video on my YouTube as well. Okay, now we're going to bend our knees a little bit. Lift them up and just let the knees fall from one side to the other. A hip warm up here. So we have about 25 minutes of class. I always like to do a little bit of choose your own adventure with yoga poses you know. Hey, welcome. There's a little room up front here. So now that we're pretty warmed up, let's hear some names of yoga poses that you've heard of.
Downward dog.
Downward dog. Okay, we can do that. What else we got?
Cobra.
Cobra. Ooh, cobra. Nice. Child's pose. That's a good one too. Warrior. Yes. Okay. How about you're kind of a cat, right? No. Any cats? All right, we're gonna do cat and any cows. I saw some great cow nail art yesterday. So we're gonna do cat and cow first. You can do it from seated, which I'll show you first. From seated, the cat you arch your back and look down. The cow you lift your chest and look up. You can also do this from all fours. Cat, arch your back. Cow, moo. You can make noises, you can laugh. This is fun. I had a comment yesterday that said, hey, when I do these poses, it kind of makes me a little windy. And I'm like, yoga does relieve gas, so body functions happen, y'all. Do not be embarrassed. Do what feels right for your body. Now, if you have any other movements that feel good, your body's like, oh, I want to do this from tabletop. Do that too. You might look from side to side and wag that tail. This is tail wag pose. Oh, yeah. You might even go back a little further or forward a little further. Good. All right, let's come back to seated. This is a lot on the wrists, so you can always do wrist rolls. And you may also be able to take your hands back to back. All right, so we've done our cats and cows. We have some dogs. Let's do puppy first, and then we'll do downward facing dog. Because everybody loves puppies. Unfortunately, my little claws are not going to cooperate as I do yoga, so I'm being declawed. It's totally unpainful, don't worry. All right, so puppy pose. From our tabletop, hands underneath our shoulders, knees under our hips. We're going to come down to our forearms and then lower your chest. When your snoot touches the ground, that's fine, or if it feels better to not go all the way, do that. Maybe you walk the arms forward, but keep your tail up. Don't let your butt come down to your feet. This is puppy pose. Yip, 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 yip. Ooh.
Oh, keeping head up or down?
Down, down. Yep. I'm gonna walk around and check on y'all. If it feels too much, you can always just push your butt back and go into what's next, child's pose. Okay, if your toes are tucked, you can untuck them. All right, so now we're actually gonna go into child's pose. So from here, pushing up with the arms, lifting the chest, the butt comes towards your heels, and then you lower again. Knees can be wide or close together. Hands can be in front, or if it feels better, you can take them to your sides or maybe even try to grab your ankles. If you have sore shoulders, that can be really good. Child's pose is a restorative pose. So breathe here.
Yeah, you could also call this frog.
Yes, we could also call this frog. All right, one more big inhale here. And exhale. Let's push it back. Come on up to seated. I'll show you our downward facing dog. So for down dog, from here we're planting our hands, and then we're going to tuck our toes and lift our tail. And we're making a V with our body. Now if your hands or feet are a little slippery, just make sure you don't slide and fall. So our downward facing dog. Elbows should have a little bend, knees should have a little bend, and then pedal those feet. Yeah. Shake that head, let the neck go. That's our down dog. Now let's walk our feet towards our hands. We're coming into a forward fold. From the forward fold, you can bend your knees, you can grab your elbows and hang out here. The more you bend your knees, the more it's going to stretch your lower back. The more you straighten your knees, it's going to stretch out your legs. For those in the chair, you can simply do a chair fold. And when you're ready and you think you've had enough, we're going to slowly come up to standing and roll out those shoulders. All right. So yeah, roll the shoulders, take those movements that feel good. For those of you that came in late, again, I am Riftwing Designs. I teach yoga at a lot of conventions and YouTube, so I have cards in the back, and we have a Furry Yoga Telegram. There's QRs on the side and the back. Please join me for more. So we're about halfway through the class now. We'll do a few more. Again, if you need a water break, now is a great time. So we're at standing pose. We're going to inhale our arms up. And then maybe clasp your hands together, maybe do a little back bend. Just keep your balance. Yeah. All right, hands come down. We're going to do our warrior. Somebody said a warrior pose. So for warrior pose, right foot steps forward, bend the knee. Hips should be facing forward. Inhale, arms up. I think this is as far as we're going because we're very tight in here. All right. I think we can do it. So we're going to do a coordinated dance move. We're going to swing, so our right foot is forward, correct? All right, so we're going to swing open towards the left. Yes, towards the side wall. We have done it. Warrior 2. Also a surfboard, so let's go back and forth. Yeah. Next part of the coordinated dance, we're going to come up to a star, so hands come up, legs are wide. Then we're going to do a surfboard towards the back of the room, or the other direction if you're in the front with me. The knee is bending towards the back wall. Warrior 2 towards the back. You got this. Surfboard. All right. And we're going to do a warrior 1 towards the back, so that you're turning towards the back wall, front knee still bent. Yeah, you did it! All right, you know what's next?
No.
We're going to go back towards it. So you're going to come into warrior 2 facing that side wall again. The star facing the wall. Warrior 2 facing me. Warrior 1 facing me. And back to standing. Woo! So not only was that a coordinated dance, but in yoga we call that a vinyasa or a flow. So you string together moves to make your yoga class. So you have done a warrior flow. Congratulations, warriors. All right, we have time to do a few more yoga animals. What else do we got? Cobra. Anything else?
Crow pose?
Oh gosh, well, maybe we'll do a pigeon. Yeah, okay. All right, so let's come into another forward fold. Your hands can come to heart center and just fold over. See how that feels. And then we're going to find our way to the grand. So maybe you go through a squat, maybe you just lower your butt down. All right, we're still staggered enough that we can move our arms. Let's take our arms up like this. And we'll make a star with our hands. So you've got like a little diamond and between your fingers and thumbs. We're going to go up again. See if we can go wide, around, and then we're going to go back up, together, and make a star. Then we're going to pump some iron, pull those hands in. Exhale, star. This is a furry yoga move. Curl those biceps and star. One more time. In. Out. Up. And down. Shoulder rolls. Any movements you need here. All right, cobra, snakes, sphinxes, seals. Let's do them all. We're going to come to our belly. Crocodile pose. For crocodile, you're going to have your hands crossed in front of you and you just lay down like this. This is crocodile pose. This is a yoga pose. Just make sure you're not sniffing the person's socks in front of you. Unless you want, no one wants to smell socks in this class. All right, if your head's turned one way, maybe turn it the other way, just get a little balance. That's perfectly fine. If you're seated, just stay there, breathe. All right, if you want to move out of this pose, you can stay here, this is fine, this is yoga. We're going to come up into cobra first. So hands are going to come underneath our shoulders, elbows towards your ribs. Yeah, so it's kind of like getting ready for a push-up. But all we're going to do is just lift up our chest a little bit. Just a little bit, not too high. This is cobra, so it's small. It's baby cobra. It's okay. All right, if you want to go into more of a king cobra, then you're lifting up more. Elbows are still bent and in. Exhale down, back to crocodile. So how did your spine feel? If you felt any tightness or tension, be careful on these back bends. They can be painful, so we don't want that. It can help if you pull in your abs, tuck your tailbone, and pretend like there's an ice cube underneath your belly button, and that will make it so that your spine does less work and your muscles do more. So we're going to go into our sphinx next. So this time, we're going to look like a sphinx. Elbows under shoulders, hands out. Lifting, and think about that belly button having a little ice cube, so tuck the abs here. Breathe. Head is up nice and straight. Lovely. I'm going to take a photo if that's okay. Y'all look so good. Let's get these gorgeous sphinxes. All right. Oh my gosh, y'all look so good. One more breath. One more photo. Oh my gosh, y'all, love you. Okay, back down. Crocodile. Seal is next. Again, any of the options we've done already you can do if seal is not for you. So we've done crocodile, baby cobra, king cobra, and sphinx. Seal, you're going to come to sphinx. Elbows under shoulders, press into the hands, starfish those hands, straighten the arms, tuck the abs, seal. Maybe even pressing into the backs of your feet. Yeah, I hear some. 3, 2, and lower. Ooh, that was a lot, huh? Let's lift up our feet and try not to kick each other. We're going to do a windshield wiper back and forth. Yeah. Okay, and then we're going to go back into child's pose. So again, coordinated so we don't hit each other. Going back so our butts towards our feet, knees can be close together or apart, feet are together. Child's pose or easy seat if that feels good for you. And just come back to your breath. If you want and your spine is like, what did we just do? Maybe some more cat-cows. You can do those too. I'm going to do a couple of seated cat-cows. And we'll check our time. Perfect. All right. So we have time for a few more group moves that I wanted to try out. This is going to be fun. Or if it's not fun, you can sit out. But we're going to do partner poses. So for partner poses, you will need to meet a friend. And always say consent before touch. So everybody find a partner and then kind of sit by that partner. Introduce yourself for a minute. Can I be your partner, Layla? Is it okay to touch you? Okay, thank you. You are welcome to touch me as well. All right, have we all found our friends? Yes, yes. Okay, so we're going to demonstrate first, and then you're going to try it. So watch us first. Okay, so Layla and I are going to sit close to each other with our feet out, and we're going to put our paws together here, and bend our knees enough that we can grab each other's hands or wrists. Well, I got your wrists. And then we're going to lean back, head up. If this is all you can do, that's fine. Maybe you pedal your feet. Maybe you move your arms. Maybe, we're going to do one foot. Maybe you can do this. 1 foot up. Maybe the other foot. Woo! Lovely. Thank you. Yeah, back and forth. Good back massage. All right. They're like, oh, I don't need to see my chiropractor now. All right, a few more breaths. Shake it out. Woo. The next one we're going to do from standing, but we're going to show you first before you do it, so watch. All right, Layla, if you could stand up, make sure you're in frame. Lovely. This is called World Peace. It is very photogenic, so if you all want to take turns taking pictures of each other, this is the one to put online. So we're going to do our warrior two with our knees bent facing out and our straight leg together with our toes touching. Hips are open, hands come together in the middle. Then we're going to lift our arms up, lean over, and make a heart. Can someone please take a photo of this?
That's so cool.
Anyone have a camera?
That one's going to the skies.
Please.
5,
You're still good?
4,
Okay.
3, 2.
Okay. And you have to do the other side because otherwise your spine's going to hurt. So we're going to switch sides.
Get another shot.
Toes together,
Ready?
hands holding, and you make the heart.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you. All right, have fun, y'all. All right, everybody back to seated so you can see our next one. This is our last group pose. So the schedule is we're going to do this pose, we're going to cool down, we're going to take a nap, and then we're going to finish up.
Okay.
If you do need water, a great time is going to be after this pose. So, warrior 3. We have done warriors 1 and 2. Are you ready for warrior 3? We're going to demonstrate. So first I'll show it myself. A warrior 3, you're putting weight in 1 foot. You fly. Whoop. You might fall. That's okay. La-da. But I'm kind of shaky, so I think we need a friend. So Lila and I are going to be here together. We're going to hold each other's shoulders. We're going to step on the right foot and lift the left foot, and then fall forward together. Look how much better that is.
Yay!
But we're not done yet. If you consent, I want us all to do a big circle, and I'll do a warrior 3 together. So let's make a circle right here. Say hi to your neighbor before touching. Okay? Everybody's met each other. You're okay holding each other. Okay.
All right.
All right. Is it all right? Okay. Hands on shoulders. Weight into the right foot. Bend to the right knee. And in. This is great, y'all. Look at us. Woo! Okay, other side. Weight in the left foot. Bend the left knee and in. Lift that right leg up. And up. Woo! All right, water break, and then we're going to cool down and take a nap. Let's go.
Yay, nap time.
Back to seated if you want to take a forward fold or any other stretches on the way. If there is any other active part of your yoga class you want, take it now. If you want to do a crow, do that crow now.
I'm like 8 years of yoga now.
So we're first going to come back to seated. Make sure, again, you've got some space between you and your neighbors because we are going to end up laying on the ground again. And just come back to your breath. That was a lot. Y'all did fantastic.
Oh, amazing.
It was really cool. All right, one big inhale. Exhale. Lovely. Maybe some seated cat-cows just to finish up. And then we're going to take our feet out in front of us. We're going to do a forward fold. If you want to do 1 foot at a time, that's fine. If you really want to bend your knees, that's fine. But just find a way to fold forward. Your hands can go wherever it feels good for you. Let the head fall. If all you can do is sit and let your head fall and breathe, that's fine too. If you're seated, you can just allow the torso to fold over. Maybe let that head shake yes and no. Let the neck relax. Good. And then slowly come on up. And we're going to go through our boat to get to the ground. So what we're going to do is the first option, and you can stay here if you want, is you're going to just hug your knees. The second option, if you have it available, is to lean back and try to float on those sits bones. If you have a tail, this may be more difficult or easier. I'm not sure. It may help. So we're floating here. You can bring your feet close to your butt and hug yourself really tight. This is love knot. Give yourself a hug. Y'all deserve a hug. Now for boat, you're extending the feet. Your hands come behind your legs. You can stay in love knot. That's fine. This is boat. Let me get my tail out here. Woo. And if you want to go into a bigger boat, legs out, arms out. Woo! Maybe you pedal your legs. Maybe you row your boat. You don't have to do any of this. I'm just torturing myself. And we're coming down to our back slowly. Let's hover. Hover. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Adjust those tails if you have them under you. It is really in the way. If you can't lay on their back, you can stay seated. Where are we? We're going onto our backs. That feels nice. Knees into chest. Give them a hug. Maybe you rock from side to side. This should be a little bit of a back massage. Again, if you've got a tail, it could get in the way. So if you're seated, again, just kind of rock back and forth. Oh no. I know, right? All right, we're gonna try to do twists, but we might end up kicking each other. So we're gonna take our right knee in and let the knee fall to the left for a spinal twist. Your shoulders should stay down. Then bring it back up, switch knees, and go to the other side. Good. Y'all are making it work. I love it. And back up, hug those knees again. Then we're going to put our feet towards our butt. Knees are up, hands come down towards our hips, and we're going to go into bridge pose. So we're pressing with our arms, our feet, our shoulders, our head, and just lifting our hips for 3, 2, and 1, lower down. If you're by the edges and you want to put your legs up on a chair for the next one, that's pretty cool. So we're going to do legs up, like we're going to do an inversion, so either lifting your legs a little bit here and holding onto them with your hands, or if you've got a chair, just scooch up to the chair and put your legs on it. I think this is fantastic. We're going to be here for about a minute. So if you have an inversion in your practice, take it. And if you just want to have your knees into your chest, that's fine too. If you're on a chair, you can put your feet up on the chair too. Or maybe you find a footstool. This one looks like it wants belly rubs, right? Is that okay? Belly rubs. All right, 6 more breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back down. Maybe we let those knees rock back and forth again. This is it, y'all, we're done. Take any other movements you need before yoga nap time. We're going to be stretching out, laying out. If it feels more comfortable for you to be seated, you can be seated as well. But we're just going to lay back and go to sleep. That's it. This is called Savasana. I'm going to close the door and I'm going to lower the lights. I will turn them back up. This is safe if you have any sensory issues, just FYI. Let's go to sleep, y'all. All right, so we're coming back to our breath. Scan your body. How different do you feel now? Hopefully it's a good way. But sometimes it's like, hey, I haven't been stretched in this area for a long time. Maybe I need a little more of that. Let's take a big inhale together. Exhale. Shake your head from side to side, let the neck go. Release your jaw. Release the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Let go of any tension in between your eyes and forehead. Scanning your body from your feet and ankles, let them fully relax. Knees, all of your legs, your hips, your back, fingers, hands, wrists, arms, elbows, shoulders, let them all go. Let your neck and shoulders sink in to the ground. And finally, allow your head to just feel heavy, settling in. Your whole body should be completely relaxed. In Shavasana, our final resting pose, you absorb the benefits of your practice, but your mind can wander, and that's fine. If it does, try to bring it back to your breath. I'll be playing some music as well. We're going to be here for about 3 or 4 minutes. I will call you out. Again, you're safe here. So with that, welcome to your Shavasana. 6 more breaths, enjoying the stillness, acknowledging that you can have this anytime that you make time for yourself, your body, your mind. Let's take a big inhale, big exhale, and start to wiggle those fingers and toes, wrists, ankles. Just being mindful as your neighbors as you take any stretches that feel good to wake up. Maybe your arms come up, maybe your knees come into chest. Take any stretches you need and take your time, but we're going to find our way back up to seated. In your own time, in your own way. And when you get to seated, rolling those shoulders and just noticing, oh my gosh, how different do I feel right now? Woof. That was furry yoga, y'all. So we're going to close our class by doing another cleansing breath together, and then we're going to say the word namaste, which means that I see you. Even if I didn't directly interact with you, I am so happy that you are here and we spent this time together. And so it's just a group thanks. So we're going to take a big inhale and exhale. This time our hands come up on the inhale, hands together, exhale, thumbs to forehead. Thank you all for sharing this class with me and each other. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. I'm so glad to see you here for Furry Yoga. And special thanks to our guests, as always. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, I am Riftwing Designs. I have cards in the back. I have a YouTube channel. This will go on YouTube. Also, Furry Yoga QR codes. Please join our group. It's fantastic, and I'd love to see you at the next con. I also do anime cons. I'll be at Otakon. I do Katsucon with the cosplay and yogis. So if you're interested in more, let's do that. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.